What's good, everybody? As far as I'm concerned, mental health is not talked about enough, especially by men who look like me, people from environments like mine where supportive community might be scarce, family might be complicated, and survival often comes before self-care. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but your mental health matters. You matter, your mind matters. Today, I want to share the top 5 things that I've learned that help keep my mental health stable, even when life has felt anything but stable. But before we get into this, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay locked in for all my future updates. I'm going to be dropping all types of content. I'm going to be the most impactful creator of 2025. I said it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Tip number 1, prayer and meditation. I don't know about you, but I gotta stay prayed up out here, bro. While there are many religions, spiritual beliefs, and ideologies that exist, the key similarity that they share in common is prayer. Life has been a battlefield for me, literally and emotionally. I've been through too much to stay here in the context of this video, which is why I wrote a book about it. So stay tuned for the update on when that's going to be dropping. But prayer helps keep me grounded. It reminds me that I'm not in control of everything and that I don't need to be. I need to just work on controlling myself, which is a full-time job in and of itself. Not even going to lie. And as far as meditation, man, meditation gives me peace in a world that often feels like I'm in fucking war. I'm not a victim by any means, and I'm not going to perpetrate that. I played a leading role in many of those same battles that I talked about, but meditation has been a straight cheat code. Now I can't imagine life without it. Like most people, when life starts tweaking, I get the feeling pressure and anxiety, and it makes me want to act up, but you can't fold. The combination of prayer and meditation helps me breathe, center myself, and find gratitude in almost any situation. Tip number 2, living every day with purpose. I've seen lots of loss. My dad, my brothers, the kind of grief that changes you. I'd be lying if I said that it completely left me, because it hasn't. It was the kind of grief that taught me real quick that not one fucking second of this life is promised. So I made a choice. I'm gonna live it with purpose. I make every single day count, even the ones that seem like bullshit. At first, I'm not gonna cap. It felt like I was lying to myself. It felt like I was on some fraud shit. But the mind is a muscle, and eventually I started gaining the strength required to redirect my thoughts consistently. And then I started noticing some positive changes. This life is precious and it's fragile, but to me, that's what makes it so meaningful. It's the only one that we have, so we might as well love it and live it with purpose. If you haven't done so today, have some fun, smile, which is rich advice coming from someone who doesn't really smile that much at all. It's been said that I have an RBF, but I think I'm handsome, so I don't be paying attention to all that noise. On to the next one. Tip number 3, setting healthy boundaries. Let me say this out loud. You don't owe your peace to anyone. One of the most underrated forms of self-care is setting boundaries and standing on them. We're often taught to be everything to everyone, especially if you're the strong one in your peer groups and family. Nah, protect your energy. You gotta tell these people no sometimes. You have to. And yes, they're gonna try to walk all over you, but we can't have that. If you let them slide with that shit once, they're gonna think it's a playground. But when you respect your own boundaries, others are going to follow your lead. And if they don't, fuck them. Which brings us to tip number 4, embracing my triggers and my thoughts. Listen, there was a time not too long ago where I ran from my feelings and I fought feelings that I didn't want to have. Why? Because I thought they were fucking stupid. I didn't want to feel any of that shit. Anger, grief, none of that. Low key, I didn't even want to feel affection or love towards anything because I've seen them weaponized so many times that I didn't trust them. But I found that the more that I resisted them, the more power that they somehow had over me. So I stopped running and I leaned in and did the work to try to understand them, which is not a groundbreaking event for most people, but I don't compare myself to others because I'm truly a one of one. I embrace my triggers and my feelings, my whole emotional self. And guess what? That was where the real healing began. They're not going to tell you this, but you cannot fix what you're too afraid to feel. And tip number 5, last but not least, is knowing that this is going to pass. Life is full of highs and lows, good times and bad times. But one thing that's for sure is that nothing is going to last forever. I try my best to enjoy the lows because it balances me out. And the truth is that most of the time, your boy be up. My wins far outweigh my losses. So when I'm deep in it and I'm feeling like everything is heavy, I remind myself, you tough, you'll be all right. You're not broken. You're becoming and you're going to be okay. So look, I want to thank you for making it this far. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you are always notified when my new videos drop. I hope something that I said, anything, gave you clarity, peace, or at least made you feel a little bit less alone out here. Emotions and the societal expectations for us to suppress what we experience and carry on is a challenging landscape to navigate at times. My true contribution to the world is using my words to provide content and support for your personal and professional development. Drop a comment, let me know which one of these 5 hit you the hardest and what you've learned on your mental health journey. While there are many coping mechanisms that work, these top 5 are the ones that I found consistently working wonders in my life. And remember, you are not alone. You are not weak. You do deserve peace, and anyone who tells you otherwise should be enlightened and educated immediately. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, lock in.